I want to take a minute to go over some functionality added in version 4.49, which is our December 31st, 2024 release. Specifically, this is for Business Central or NAV clients that use byproducts. We had a client come to us asking for an enhancement that would allow them to better control how a byproduct is costed when it's put on hand. Specifically, they wanted the ability to be able to control a percentage of the total batch cost to go to that item being put on hand. So the idea is it's a valuable item. We want to put it on hand. We want some cost to it. And the value I want to put will fluctuate based on how valuable the batch is. So that's the idea behind it. Not everybody's going to use this. We wrote it as a customization for them and are making it available to other people that might want to use it. If it's something that you need in Great Plains or Solomon, let us know. We could roll it out to those Dynamics versions as well. But we wanted to get this out for the masses and see who might need it, etc. So let me first just simply starting by creating a quick batch ticket with my favorite formula that I use. Say DC of in red, it's making some red paint. Specifically, I've got a number of different ingredients. I've also got a byproduct listed. And so what we want to do is we want to be able to consume some raw material to build up the cost of the batch. And then we will put a byproduct on hand using a specific cost that I identify. So let's just start first by consuming some inventory. We'll go ahead and release the batch. And we will consume 1 unit, say 1 pound of this particular item. Go ahead and post it, and we'll see some costs come into the batch just to kind of load up some costs. Of course, I'd be entering multiple raw materials, be doing my work, etc. But the key here is that I've got costs now in the WIP bucket that I want to now take and allocate a certain percentage of that total cost of WIP. And I want to put it against that byproduct that I've got listed right here. I'm using DCFG09 as a byproduct in this example. Now, the way I control it is I've got a parameter associated with my ingredient on this formula. Specifically, let me go open that formula and I'll show you what I mean. So drilling back to formula entry, bringing in the formula ID, and more specifically coming down to this line item. So this line item is a byproduct. I have created a parameter. Remember, parameters are basically user-defined fields for operational type data, times, temperatures, things like that, but also used for other reasons like this. So in this case, I'm saying for this phase of this byproduct being put on hand, I want to introduce this byproduct, this byproduct cost percentage parameter ID. Now, this ID is hard-coded into the code, so it needs to be byproduct cost PCT. And when you use that, it'll know what it's doing. Here is the value, so I want 20%. So I can put that 20% in here under the parameter for this specific line item. In the batch ticket, we use that. Now, if you haven't used parameters before, it's actually a section on the batch ticket. Mine happens to be on the bottom. I'm going to change over and look at procedure parameters. These are parameters that are defined at a specific line item and down to a phase. And it's going to show me all my procedures for all my phases. And I've got one set up here. This DCFG09, here's that byproduct cost. It's the same information you just saw over on formula entry. I'm just showing you that it copies over from the master formula into the batch ticket. So now I've got everything I need set up. When I set up the master formula, I did this. It set it as 20%, and now I'm ready to move some of this $1.25 cost into my byproduct. And I'm going to take 20% of that. So in this case, I'm going to come in and just say issue now. I'll do a 1. And that's queuing up the transaction. It's a completion of byproduct completion. Go ahead and post it. And you'll see what the system's going to do is it's going to take 20% of the total cost of $1.25, and it's going to allocate it to that byproduct. So now, So here I've allocated 25 cents, which is 20% of my $1.25 of my total batch cost. And I've allocated it to this one line item, so 25 cents. So I've got an unallocated $1 still sitting in WIP. So when I put a finished good on hand, that dollar will go to the finished good. So there are a couple points to remember about this. Most importantly, you need to set the parameter up against the byproduct line on the formula. That's number one. And it needs to use a very specific parameter ID. And that's in documentation. You can see it here on this video as well, but it needs to be that code. You'll put a value in under that parameter. In my case, I use 20. You can see that value in batch entry. And then when you go to put a byproduct on hand, it's going to use whatever is left in your WIP and put it to that item. So the second thing you need to remember is you need to record your raw materials used first so that it builds up this WIP balance. Then you would enter your byproduct usage and or production. Then you would record your finished good production in that order. If you do it in a different order, it's not going to work the way we designed it. So we see this being a very limited use, but for those that need it, I think it's going to be pretty important and pretty helpful for them to get some costing really kind of dialed in the way they want. So let us know how this works for you. If you're using it, it'd be wonderful to hear. If you need it in a GP Solomon and you plan to use it, we're happy to consider that. So just raise your hand, let us know however you need to do that. That would be great. Also, remember, we got Focus coming up. Please register for that. We look forward to seeing you in Atlanta coming up in just a couple of months. So everybody have a great day, and we look forward to talking to you soon. Thanks, guys.